Hi, we're Broken Pixels, and this is our first ever video cast, so be gentle with us. And we decided to do it entirely based around Star Wars. Not sure if that's going to be a great idea for our first ever episode, but there we go. We was going to do some kind of cheesy opening gimmick, but we decided we were above that.
I lost my lightsaber.
Or not. So coming up on our Star Wars special, Connor hosts an important news bulletin.
Chris talks about what we should re-release.
And we voice our opinions on the new Star Wars Kinect.
And we have a Star Wars special top 5.
Right, so this is the trailer for the new Star Wars Kinect game, which is out on the
4th of April.
4th?
Basically, this game brings up a brilliant concept of being able to control a Star Wars character lightsaber in the comfort of your own room while the camera is watching you. Truly brilliant idea from Microsoft to bring out Kinect and to finally bring out a decent game on Kinect, rather than the party adventure games.
They are pretty lacking, aren't they, to be honest?
Truly is a brilliant idea. I mean, it's been brought out with the new R2-D2 console with C3PO. And it has its own sound. So you've got that, you've got the game. It's just a brilliant package to come out. As you can see in the video, you actually get to use your force powers while hacking and slashing away with your actual lightsaber.
And pod racer.
Yeah, but you actually get to be a Rancor smashing around in the buildings, which gives you that satisfaction of being Godzilla and smashing up the little bitches.
Definitely, definitely.
Overall, the game looks brilliant.
Lightsaber in one hand, force powers in the other. What more could you ask for? Well, apparently you can ask for quite a lot more. I mean, from what we've seen of gameplay demonstrations and other people's reviews of it, it's pretty clunky.
Yeah, basically, I mean, you basically controlling the character on rails, which at one you can only do that with this type of game because it's just a camera system pointing at you. You've got no controls in front of you, so you have to be on rails. So the controls are going to be quite clunky because you're swinging your arms about. A camera can't register every single movement you're going to make.
It's still not fast enough to be able to register every movement perfectly.
And did you know you've got co-op mode on this? So if you're both swinging at one camera, it's going to get confused. You know what I mean?
Just start sticking your arm in front of other people's faces. It's going to.
Your character's going to start doing this and all that lot. You don't want that when you're playing Star Wars. You've got droids shooting at you. You don't want your character having a seizure on the floor. It's Gevel. He's done. Altogether, the controls just don't look like they're going to work.
No, it looks like it's one of them games that is going to be better to watch people playing rather than to actually play, because it's going to look ridiculous, to be perfectly honest. Major
disappointment towards it. Personally, for me, it looks like weak graphics.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Definitely.
I mean, you could do so much on the Xbox 360. I mean, it's a top-of-the-range console next to the PS3.
Yeah.
But you've got just Wii graphics. It's Wii graphics.
Everything's just all in block colours. There's no real textures on anything.
They've dropped it to Nintendo standards,
which is never a good thing to drop to.
Xbox shouldn't do it to Nintendo standards. Oh my god!
This would have been a good game to be released, probably as a release title on the Wii U.
I mean, well, if you would have had it as a release title on the Wii U, at least you've got your controllers. You've got two separate controllers.
Yeah, you can at least move.
You'd be able to move it. You haven't got to be on rails, and that way you've got more freedom. You can add more specials, more treasures to find, everything. Apart from now, you're stuck on rails. So.
But that's just in the main
hidden secrets.
That's just in the main story mode, though. There is actually a pod racing mode, a Rancor destruction mode, what you want to call it.
Rancor destruction mode.
For some reason,
get to be Godzilla.
There's that. For some reason, dance mode.
Ah, yeah. Now the reason for this is because of all the Dance Central type games that they've got on the Kinect.
Everything's so popular on that.
I mean, I'll admit I'm not a big dance fan. I mean, I won't watch dance films. I won't do anything to do with dance.
Probably because you can't.
Majorly, yeah. But I have to admit, the Kinect controlling for dance, any dance game, is brilliant. it registers every move you do. And personally, this Star Wars game is just going to turn into a party dance game.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's aimed at kids as well.
It is aimed at kids, and the best part of this game looks like it's going to be the dancing, because it's the only bit that's going to react.
Yeah.
Well, apart from, I don't know, the pod racing
part looks responsive.
Apparently the racing type stuff on Kinect can actually react quite well. So and that is our review on Star Wars Kinect. Personally, I'd give it 2 stars out of 5.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And now here's our top 5 Star Wars characters in games.
Number 5.
Sebulba from Racer Revenge. The second version of him, because he just kicked ass. His stats were off the hook.
Number 4.
Darth Vader from Battlefront 2, just because of his cool walk and the way he threw his lightsaber. He just owned the battlefield.
Now, this might be a bit of a sore point for some people. Star Wars pod racing. A lot of people hate it, but there's something about it that's quite fun at the same time. And there was an old racer game on the PS2. I think it was Racer Revenge. Basically, it needs to be remade. It has to be remade. I mean, you could do it in the style of Burnout or anything like that. Customise your own pod, crash them properly, you know, full spanking HD graphics. Now, it doesn't even matter if, you know, you don't even get to select a character or anything stupid like that. Just be able to customise a pod from scratch, create every single individual part. You know, race them headlong into a brick wall if you really wanted to, just to see the proper destruction, like Burnout style, like I said before. Doesn't this bring back fond memories? Wouldn't you like to see this in proper HD? Number 3.
Yoda from Episode 3, because no one could hit him. He jumped around like a jumping bean. He was like a small bean on crack.
Number 2.
Starkiller from Force Unleashed 1. He was just amazing. You can't even put words to how good he was. He had his powers, he was all up on everybody's business. Have you seen these droids? Please help me. I've been looking for this game for ages. It's a droid game. It was on Episode 1, I believe, PC. All you had to do was you had to move one droid and another droid. There was one yellow, one red. You move them in separate holes. You got to guard the power. It's like Lemmings. It was an amazing game. Isn't that right, Chewie?
Number 1.
And for the number 1 all-time best characters, just the entire of the LEGO Star Wars complete trilogy characters. You had everything in there, from shooting, not great, droids, pretty cool, all the Jedis, kicked ass, and then you had all the Siths, which also kicked ass. Just all together, LEGO Star Wars, personally, our number 1 best Star Wars game.
So, that was it. Hope you enjoyed it.
Feel free to send us any comments or any reviews, any ideas that you want voiced on our show at BrokenPixelGames@gmail.com.